Hi, everybody. I'm Trin Johnson, and welcome to Dust in My Eye. So it's that time again. Time to paint another calendar page. We're on November. That only leaves December left, and I'm using my fall palette. I might cheat next time and use my winter and my fall for December. Haven't decided yet. But anyway, there is a color family I really like to use for November, and it is this graphite gray and the Venetian red. I really find it makes a lovely grayish, pinkish color that the leaves take on and the trees take on this time of year around here. And I have a video where I paint a painting in that colorway, and I will link that in the description below. In the meantime, I am going to do that kind of thing here. It's also going to be one of my kind of free-form, drippy kind of paintings, because that's the kind of thing I want to do today. And again, my fall palette is Trans Yellow, Aussie Red Gold, Pyrrole Crimson, Venetian Red, Cerulean Blue Chromium, Sap Green, Van Dyke Brown, and Graphite Gray. Now, I can tell you I don't use the yellow or the Pyrrole Crimson in this painting, or the Sap Green. I'm not sure about the Van Dyke Brown. Might go there. So it's kind of an even more limited palette than what I already have in my fall palette. And since it's going to be kind of drippy, I want to put it on something. And because I don't want it to drip too far, I am going to tape this off because these can get kind of messy. So I'm just going to put that there. I've got a little piece of cat fur always. Oh, well. Oh, nope, there it is. I might be able to get it off of there. There we go. Always cat fur in this house. Still there. There we go. All right. And then these are mostly not to give a nice white edge, but more that I just want it taped down. I can hear the outdoor kitty talking. Today we are going to put their cat condo together because it's getting cold and I worry about them at night. And right now they just have a little warm cat bed kind of thing. And I would like it to be its winter self, which has a little space heater and everything. I'm trying to find more big wide tape, and of course that's eluding me. So I guess I'll just use the small stuff again. But I really, really want to protect this bottom part because I don't want the paint to drip down here, and it will drip. That's just the nature of this method. And I really am going to have to heat the tape to take it off there and make sure nothing rips. So there we go. That's how we're going to start. I have another little extra palette for mixing because that helps when I'm doing this in the studio. And we want a really kind of dark mix of the graphite gray with a little bit of the Venetian red in there. Okay, so to start, I'm going to wet my page. I just want the bottom part. I don't know if you can see that. I want the paint to move. I also want this dark graphite gray to be really thick. I like what that's doing. Okay, now we want to get more of a more of the mix with the Venetian red and the graphite gray. I used to do a lot of plein air painting in the fall, and I always struggled to get the color I was looking for, to get that gray dead leaf kind of used to be bright colors idea. And then I figured this color combination out, and it was like, oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'll just encourage some drippy stuff. And the paint will only go where there's water. So if I don't have water down there, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, I'm going to flip it around. And I want more of a true Venetian red up here. But again, I want to wet the area I am painting in. It's very faint. A little bit of the gray. All right, let's flip her back. It's hard to see what I'm doing when it's upside down. Okay. I'm going to hit it with my heat gun hairdryer thing, and because I don't want it to move anymore. Mostly, I want to flip it around again and give myself just a little bit of sky. And I'm going to use the cerulean for that. But I want it really, really pale. So I am very much wetting it down, and I want just a little hint of the gray in there, the graphite gray. Now I have this brush all ready to go, and I need to wet it again. So let's get another one. I want this just a little damp. I'm just going to drop in a little blue. Now, you do not have to paint these themed paintings on a calendar sheet. You can always just paint on normal paper. Just because I am doing it on a calendar, that doesn't mean you have to. If you are interested in painting this, just go right ahead and do it on a nice piece of watercolor paper. I want to bleed this really out. Okay, turning it around again. There. So we got a nice pale, pale blue above the tree line. And I'm going to do a little bit with my liner brush and the graphite gray. I want it dark but not straight gray. I also want it not real thick. Just want to hint at tree trunks. And a little darkness at the edge of the tree row. Just a little more contrast, so it's not just so one color. Let's get a little water on that. Okay, this one's going to be pretty darn fast comparatively. All right, one last thing I want to do. So I'm going to hit it with a hairdryer so that I can do this part. I'm going to take my liner brush and go to that mixture again. Only I want it a little more gray. A little bit of blue in there. And I am going to put a nice tree here. And I want a little more of the orange in there. I just want like the last bits of leaves clinging to the tree. And scattered about. I assume the wind has blown some away, so we don't need to go crazy. The other thing I would like to do is give my tree some shadow. Just so he's not just perched out there in the middle of nowhere. Now let's look and see if it needs anything else, but I think that's the mood I was going for. So let's just sign and get going. So I hope you liked this. I hope it was helpful. I hope it inspired you to do a nice November-ish scene. Let's see, I think I'll do it here. And if you could hit that like button, that would be wonderful. If you could hit the subscribe if you're interested, check out my Patreon. It's all free right now. And I'm going to turn the dryer on this and get the tape off. So I really don't want to have a problem. Really appreciate you being here, especially for these calendar pages, which are fun for me, but I think people think if you don't have a calendar, you can't do them. And that is not true at all. In fact, next year's calendar is out. You could always start at the end of this year and then do the ones that I did in the spring and the summer and all that in the winter, and get a calendar all ready before the year starts, because they definitely have the 2026 calendars out. I will link those below. Both the Light Wish and the Grabby. Grabby's in a different direction though, so you'd have to kind of adjust the pictures. But there we go. Let me get this off the green cutting mat. And I'll zoom in a little bit. And there we go. Very happy with November. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you would like to, please check out my Etsy shop where I've printed my artwork, along with cute little monsters and other fun stuff for sale.